Hmm. I couldn't stop thinking about the empty chair beside the table after breakfast had ended. It seemed so ordinary, yet somehow it carried a mystery I couldn't explain. Nothing about it looked hurried, borrowed, or prepared at the very last moment. It felt as though it had been quietly waiting long before I ever arrived. The longer I looked at it, the more one question settled into my heart. Why was there already a place prepared for me? You looked across the table and smiled so gently. It was almost as though you had been waiting for that question. You saved my place long before I ever knew your name. You saved my place long bore I ever searched for truth. You never looked around trying to make room after I arrived. You had already prepared a place because you wanted me there. And somewhere between that waiting chair and the kindness in your eyes, I realized I had never been an unexpected guest. For years I believed I was the one trying to find my way toward you. Looking back now, every step of my journey seems filled with quiet invitations. Every longing for truth, every act of compassion, and every restless question now looked different. Perhaps none of them were accidents after all. Perhaps they were gentle footsteps leading me toward this very table. Perhaps you had been preparing for this meeting far longer than I knew. The chair had never been empty because nobody else wanted it. It had remained empty because it had always belonged to me. You saved my place before I understood what love really looked like. You saved my place before I believed I could ever belong. You didn't welcome me because I finally found the right path. You welcomed me because your heart had already chosen to love me. And somehow everything I believed about you quietly changed that morning. At last I asked the question I had been carrying since we first sat together. Why was that chair already waiting before I ever arrived? You smiled with the warmth of someone remembering an old promise. Then you quietly answered, because I never wanted anyone else to sit there. In that single moment, I understood the table, I understood the bread, and for the first time, I understood your heart. You saved my place long before I took my very first breath. You saved my place long before I ever wondered whether you were real. The chair wasn't waiting because you hoped I would come. It was waiting because you never stopped believing I would. And somewhere between the warmth of that table and the kindness in your voice, I discovered I had been loved long before I knew your name. Looking back, the miracle was never the empty chair beside the table. The miracle was discovering it had always been waiting for me. Before I searched for truth, before I asked a single question, before I ever thought about you, you had already whispered I've saved your place.